In this video, I'm going to review my hiking boots that I've had for about a year now. These are the knockoff brand Birkenstocks from Ross. They've got good structural integrity, except for sometimes you wear a hole straight through the back of it. Still some of the sturdiest hiking boots I've ever purchased. Don't forget to like this video. It really helps my channel just by hitting that little like button below the video. Also, subscribe to my channel if you want new Hawaii adventures weekly. Alright guys, our first stop up the Hamakua coast is Honoli'i. This is a good surfing spot and bodyboarding spot. And while we're here, we're gonna learn 2 Hawaiian words. The Hawaiian words for men and women are kane and wahine. So this beach is only for surfing and bodyboarding. So you can't go for a swim, can't go snorkeling like me and my buddy Trevor did, or else you'll get in trouble. See that sign? No swimming, brah. If you swim, you get kicked out. Specifically because it's one of the only places to surf and bodyboard in Hilo. If you're staying on the island of Hawaii on Hilo side, a little bit farther up the Hawaii belt on the Hamakua coast, be on the lookout on the right-hand side for signs that say scenic route. The Hawaii belt will continue going straight, whereas the scenic route kind of winds around the cliffs and valleys along the coast. About halfway through your drive, you're gonna see a small parking area off to the side of the road, and this is Onomea Trail. Just make sure if you do decide to park here, that both of your tires are completely off the road on the other side. If not, traffic can get backed up along that bend because there's a lot of people who actually live back in here. And sometimes when there's a huge traffic jam, it takes them freaking forever to get home. So let's be Pono neighbors and visitors when we're hiking on these trails. Pono basically means taking care, being kind, being considerate of those around you. Whenever you're visiting anywhere, it's definitely good to just learn from the people who live in that place to figure out how things are done differently. Some places you can just go romping around all across the land, but not here because on Big Island, a lot of the land is privately owned, so you can't just go waterfall hunting because a lot of times you're on someone's private property. There's a little sneak preview. So when you come and explore Big Island, make sure that you're going to a state or federal park because there's a bunch of beautiful places and things to see and things to do without trespassing on other people's property. I speak from experience, don't trespass on private property. It ain't worth it. Onomea Trails goes directly through the Botanical Garden, but the Botanical Garden costs 20 bucks to get into. But it's free to walk on these trails and you see a lot of the same stuff. One thing you do have to watch out for when you are adventuring are fire ants. They are tiny. If you're to ever run through anything like that, you're pretty much going to want to jump into the ocean or into a body of water immediately because there's going to be a lot of fire ants on you. That little guy will wreck you. You do not want to get bit by these bad boys. These are Hawaiian fire ants. Hawaiian fire ants kind of sting at first, and then they just keep stinging for like an hour. It slowly gets better, but it's kind of like stinging nettles where it hurts really bad the first time, and then it also keeps hurting like that intermittently, so it feels like you're just constantly being bitten. Even though it was just one bite, it feels like maybe 20 right in a row. Yeah, those things will get you. And we're gonna go right down there onto that little jetty. So it's that way to the Botanical Garden, and we'll check that out in just a second. Right now, we are going to go down the Onomea Trails, right here. So there's the jetty, and if you pay for the Botanical Garden, that's the trail that you get taken on. All right, we're gonna go out on this jetty. Nice little cave right in there. One time when I was over here, I saw some fish that were jumping from like tide pool to tide pool, like out of the water, over a piece of rock and landing in another tide pool. I don't know what kind of fish does that, but I'm definitely gonna look it up when I get home because that crab was awesome. I'm gonna keep bringing my camera down here to see if I can catch that on film. And when I get back home, I'm gonna find out what kind of fish that is. All right, guys, I found out the name of that fish. It's called a zebra Blenny. Apparently they can jump up to 2 feet in the air, and they can also cover a distance of 8 feet. And somehow they know where the tide pools are because when they jump out, they land in the next one perfectly without hitting any rocks or anything. This type of fish is incredible, and I'm definitely gonna try to get some footage because it's one of the coolest things that I've seen. So if you keep going on Onomea Trails a little bit past the Botanical Garden, you get to this beautiful sandy / rocky beach. It looks pretty murky. I think this is a river coming in and meeting the ocean, which makes it a little bit muddy and murky. So I don't think this is a good bay to go snorkeling in or something. But if you want to put out a lawn chair, catch some rays, read a good book, this may be a good option for you if you're in Hilo. Check out that view. And this river that meets it is very beautiful too. I would not mind taking a walk up there. There's no snakes in Hawaii, so I'm not worried about stepping on anything that's gonna kill me. Sometimes there's some fishermen fishing from the side of this cliff. But as you can see, it's a little bit brown, mucky down there. Can't really see much. And then over there, it's just pretty much cliffs. And we meet another sea cave. The tide's pretty low right now, so the water's probably not gonna come shooting up. But high tide, this thing shoots up like a whale's blowhole. So 2 little sea caves right here. Coconut palms are not native to Hawaii, so that means someone planted this coconut palm tree right here on the end of this peninsula. And that was very kind of them because it offers some great shade. We are on this peninsula. One thing you do gotta watch out for if you go snorkeling in Hawaii is the piranha. Yeah, just kidding, there's no piranha in Hawaii. But another thing a lot of people are afraid of when it comes to swimming in the ocean are sharks. Well, I'm definitely in that group of people, and so someone taught me a really good trick to figure out if there were sharks in the water. All you have to do is face the sun, dip your finger in the water, lick your finger, and if it's salty, there are sharks in the water. So I do that pretty much every time I get in the water, and never fails. There's always sharks. The ocean is their home. We are intruding on their territory when we take a dip in their living room. Oh, this is a headband for an elaborate Halloween costume. Yeah, let me show you. Yeah, this one is a size small, it looks like, so it might not fit on my head. That's the look you're going for right there when it comes to scary Halloween costumes. So many palm trees. It's just a palm tree forest. Everything on Hilo side is super green and lush, so all the hikes are just absolutely beautiful. It does rain a lot more than it does on Kona side, but that's the reason everything's so green. This climb is a little bit difficult with the camera in one hand, but we will conquer it. It looks like the only way down is from that rope. Not necessarily a beach I would come hang out at, especially because it's kind of a difficult hike. Check out how high this cliff is above us. That's pretty huge. So overall, I wouldn't say this is a good place for snorkeling or swimming, but definitely a great hike. Alright, so I definitely got into a little bit of fire ants, which is hard to avoid on hikes like this when you're just basically trekking through the jungle. Also, you guys may have noticed I have my earbuds in, This is the first time that I have been able to record a video and listen to music at the same time, so I'm actually very excited about that, and I've had such an enjoyable time just walking around in nature, catching up with my thoughts, and recording a little bit. This is my first video on my new camera, the Sony a6100. I'm still familiarizing myself with all of the settings, so if it gets blurry in different places or doesn't focus in or the lighting's a little off, I apologize. I am still learning how to work this thing. So the audio that you're hearing is coming directly from the Sony a6100, so that can give you an idea of the audio that this camera produces. For my upcoming videos, there's a good chance that I'll have my lapel mic on, so here's your chance to hear how the Sony a6100 sounds. Woo! Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like this video. It really helps my channel just by hitting that little like button below the video. Also, subscribe to my channel if you want new Hawaii adventures weekly. Thanks again for watching, guys. Onomea Trails and I will see you later.